Hey guys, so you remember this guy who attacked Dave Chappelle on stage not too long ago? Well, we now know why he did it. And of course, it's exactly the reason you think it is. But take a wild guess. Just take a wild guess. Earlier this month, Isaiah Lee, a 23-year-old bisexual, gotta make sure, no, he's bisexual, aspiring rapper, charged on stage during comedian Dave Chappelle's set at the Hollywood Bowl, tackling the openly transphobic comedian. He's not transphobic. Anyone who still thinks he's transphobic clearly doesn't listen to anything he says. They're just taking everything from the fucking news and the media and like, well, the media says he's transphobic, so I believe the news. I believe the media. Lee, who was armed with a fake gun that concealed a knife, was tackled on stage, and according to Brianna Sachs of BuzzFeed, there we go. There's the issue here. BuzzFeed reporter who was in the audience, security officers and audience members began kicking and punching Lee for several minutes. Good. Lee received a black eye and a broken arm. Good. They spat on me and twisted me as if on purpose, Lee said told the New York Post. Lee is now opening up about what prompted the assault of Chappelle. I identify as bisexual, which isn't that big of a fucking deal. I've said before, when I was in high school, pretty much everyone I knew was fucking bisexual. The dudes were gay, the girls were bisexual. Bisexual is nothing new. It's nothing special. Stop acting like sexuality is some kind of bolster for you. Like, oh, it puts me on a higher plane of existence because I'm bisexual. It doesn't. It's a fucking title, really. And that's all what they're all about, titles. I'm a bisexual person of color. Oh, don't forget strong. I'm a strong, proud, bisexual woman of color. Or man of color. Go fuck yourselves. Seriously. If you guys put everything you are into fucking titles and words, you're never going to make it in the real world. I identify as bisexual, he told the Post, and I wanted him to know what he said was triggering. A 23-year-old, right? Yeah, a 23-year-old who is getting triggered and upset over jokes. That's what they are. Dave is not maliciously going after anyone. He goes after everyone. He goes after people of his own fucking group. He makes fun of black people all the fucking time. I want him to know that the next time he should consider first running his material by people it could affect. Shut the fuck up. They're jokes. You know the kinds of jokes he tells. You know his routine. If it hurts you that fucking much, don't watch him. Simple as that. Save yourself a couple $100 and just don't fucking watch it. If you're that much of a fucking pansy that a joke hurts you, and they're not malicious jokes. Seriously, go back and watch his material. He's not being malicious. He goes after everyone. Chappelle, who was unarmed, immediately responded to the attack by making a transphobic joke. It was a trans man, he said, according to, oh boy. It's not, telling a trans joke doesn't make a person transphobic. These people are so wrapped up in their little fucking safe space bubble that everything they disagree with is phobic and ists and isms, and this is the world what we're living in now. And because of Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and fucking Facebook and all these other media, social media platforms, these assholes have become more emboldened because they know there's fucking idiots just like them out in the world and they can all communicate with each other. Lee said he attended the show expecting to have a good time. You know the kind of person do you even Dave Chappelle, bro? Have you ever seen one of his stand-up routines? However, he was upset by Chappelle's jokes about the LGBTQ plus community as well as homelessness, in addition to identifying as part of the LGBTQ plus 135-62.A. Lee has been unhomed as well in his past. It's a struggle, and I wanted Dave Chappelle to know it's not a joke, he explained. Again, you would think that being homeless, and having to go through those trials and tribulations and, would toughen you up. But no, this dude's a fucking pansy. According to Lee, Chappelle confronted him backstage about why the young man rushed on stage. I told him my mother and my grandmother, who fought for his civil rights to be able to speak, would be upset at the things he said. Okay, and it's okay to be upset. To this, Chappelle allegedly responded, "Now your story will die with you, son." Sure. While Lee is only facing misdemeanor charges for tackling Chappelle, new coverage of the event led to new criminal charges related to a separate incident, because obviously, in which Lee is accused of stabbing his roommate last year, which means this dude is a fucking piece of shit. And I should feel no remorse, and you should feel no remorse over me ripping this guy a new one. Or anyone ripping this guy a new one, because he's a piece of shit. The victim in that alleged assault recognized Lee as the attacker when they saw the Chappelle story going viral, prosecutors said. Despite everything, Lee told the Post he doesn't regret what happened because it allowed him the opportunity to speak about homelessness, LGBTQ plus rights, that stuff which YouTube doesn't like us mentioning, and why comedians should be more thoughtful about using topics as punchlines for their jokes. Okay, well, I guess we can never tell another fat joke, another skinny joke, another black joke, another Hispanic joke, another gay joke, another trans joke, another bi joke, another woman joke, another child joke. Do you see where we're going with this? When you start gatekeeping comedy, oh, but I'm sure white people jokes will be just fine. These people are fucking thin-skinned. They're little fucking delicate snowflakes. Everything fucking upsets them. Everything triggers them. And I'm surprised that this dude has made it 23 years in this world. But congratulations, you're gonna see what the world actually is like. And I would have thought that being homeless, he would toughened up a little bit. No, the dude's a fucking pansy. If you're getting that upset over jokes which have no malicious intent, you're a fucking pansy. And the fact that he's already alleged for stabbing his roommate, no remorse. I feel nothing whatsoever. This dude's a piece of shit. And he looks like just me, it's all about me. It's all about me. I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. That's exactly what this little fucker looks like. And he just proves it. Well, Dave, I want you to think about it next time. Next time you decide to tell one of your insensitive jokes about bisexual people, next time you joke about trans peoples, you better think that someone in the stage might come up and tackle you. It'll be all your fault, Dave Chappelle. You should have thought about what you said before you said it. And Dave Chappelle's like, bitch, I'll keep fucking telling these stories. I'll keep making fucking jokes. And he should. Like I said, when you start gatekeeping comedy, what's left? What the fuck is left to tell jokes about? I'm fat. When people make fat jokes, I don't break down like a little fucking sissy. I'm ugly. When people tell ugly jokes, I don't fucking break down like a little fucking snowflake. Oh, God, I'm gonna go tackle the comedian now because he hurt my fee-fees. Dave Chappelle bashes on everyone. He's like South Park. They bash on everyone. He bashes on black people. As you can see, the dude is black. He bashes on black people. He bashes on white people. He bashes on Hispanics. He bashes on Jewish people. He bashes on gays, bi, women, men, children. You fucking name it. He bashes on it. But no, this fucking community has become so set in their ways that they can't be touched, that they're protected, that they're emboldened to do this shit. And like I said, one reason is I blame fucking social media. Because all idiots like him can all talk to each other. And they can make themselves feel like fucking victims. You're not a fucking victim. You're fucking bisexual. Bisexual is not that big of a fucking deal. Like, my sister's fucking bisexual. When I was in school, everyone I knew was fucking bisexual. It's not that big of a fucking deal. Get the fuck over yourself. They're jokes. If you can't handle his stand-up routine, don't fucking watch him. Simple as that. It's almost like this guy had no idea who Dave Chappelle was before he walked into that venue. Well, I thought I was going to have a good time. Really? Like I said, do you even Dave Chappelle, bro? You know the kinds of jokes he tells. You know the kind of things he does. And you still went. You're kind of responsible for your own misery. Stop blaming others. You little fucking piece of shit. But good thing he's gonna be in jail for a little while or whatever because the whole stabbing thing. But Dave shouldn't give up what he's doing, and quite frankly, this fucking idiot tackling him just should embolden him to do it more. Just do it more. Because these are the people you want to piss off. And not intentionally, but you know, Dave's going to keep doing the same, you know, making jokes about the same thing. And people like this, it just shows who the real fucking thin-skinned, you know, it's a joke. I make fun of myself all the goddamn time. Always say I'm fat, constantly say I'm ugly, fucking making these small penis jokes all the time. Again, he's not doing this with malicious intent. He's not going out, man, I want all these fucking niggers and gays and all that shit to die. No, he's not doing that shit. He's not doing that shit. And like I said, for anyone who doubts, go actually watch his material. Go watch it. Then you'll see, it's like, oh wow, the media is fucking lying. He's not transphobic at all. Look up the story about him and the friend he had who is trans. That tells you everything. But we're not allowed to be funny anymore. No one's allowed to be funny because it hurts feelings. Oh, it hurts your feelings. You gotta think about what you're saying before you say it. These people are not gonna make it in the real world. They're not. But yeah, so this little punk ass bitch, thinking that he's hot shit, attacks Dave Chappelle because Dave's jokes hurt his feelings. Let that sink in of the mental instability that these people are you know, not go through, but how mentally unstable these people are. That they're going to attack you because you hurt their feelings. Anyways, you know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.